Hello, friends. Happy Friday. Welcome to the weekend. And as we get rolling off on this weekend, today is day 3 of back to back to back severe weather outbreak in the U.S. And that's not all. We are likely seeing a Saturday round and then and these are all in the same places. And then a little farther east and south, a 5th and 6th round are still possible. So we just got started on Wednesday. You can see on our deep vision solution how active it is in the central US, but I want to show you our high resolution modeling. We've got dew points plotted up at the surface, and of course our radar reflectivity on that high res model, 3 kilometer, hour by hour, out to 6 days. And as we roll through Friday, you can see, of course, the flooding and tornado threat remains from the Arklatex over much of Arkansas, southeastern Missouri, and a lot of southern Illinois, even into Indiana, and of course, Tennessee, too, where we've already seen some significant flooding. Then as we get in the early pre-dawn hours of Saturday, here's another wave. And then you can see as that will move east for more severe weather in the southeast, both Sunday and Monday before finally clearing out. Taking off the reflectivity, just showing you how humid and moist the air is. 70-degree dew points is something more common for Florida. Sometimes southeast Texas around Houston and that area, but to see that crawl all the way up into Arkansas and Tennessee, the atmosphere is just loaded with instability as far as a lot of low-level moisture, but that's not all. We do also have what we call CAPE, which is all we need is a trigger, but the available potential energy is setting the stage for as soon as we have a trigger, we are likely exploding in thunderstorms. So the bigger the number, the higher the potential for a lot of strong to severe storms. And you can see, when I'm closing in on 4,000 joules per kilogram, this is something, again, when I see that in Florida, I'm expecting widespread heavy thunderstorms, maybe some water spouts, a lot of lightning in the right time of year. But to see, again, this up in North Texas, the Arklatex, all the way up to Tennessee and Missouri, absolutely stacked with energy on top of the low-level moisture. And then on top of that, the jet stream, insane trough right here, which is this U shape right there. The ridge is up here in the northeast. But all that energy gets squished and slowed down right at the bottom of the trough and then explodes out the other end, like putting your finger over a hose and shooting water out of it. But that trough, as it makes its way across the southern U.S., upstream, we've got 180 mile per hour jets, and that means our convergence and divergence are super, super strong. So in a couple areas where maybe a cap holds would be the isolated region that may not get severe weather, but in the areas highlighted, it is almost a certainty. And again, multiple rounds in the days ahead. Hope you have a safe weekend. If any of you with businesses or staff or clients want a more in-depth briefing, I am more than happy to jump on a quick little virtual or Teams meeting and talk about this and walk you through more specific questions that you may have. No charge, all free, and just want to help where we can. And in the meantime, stay safe again, and I'll see you on Monday.